There, and thank you for watching. I'm Tim Elliott. New for you at 11. Two construction workers were hurt this morning after an explosion lifted several manhole covers off the ground in downtown Madison. Several people called 911 just before 8 this morning to report a potential fire and manholes showing smoke on Broome Street and Gorham Street. Multiple witnesses here also reported hearing a loud boom. Firefighters then responded and saw an explosion that lifted a manhole cover from the ground with smoke rising from beneath. Firefighters, though, have ruled out any potential fires from underground. Those two construction workers who were hurt were treated and taken to the hospital. They are both expected to be okay. Madison Gas and Electric is investigating. Stay with WMTV 15 News for more on this developing story.